You've probably seen the clip by now. A 41-year-old man standing in the middle of a football pitch in America, and he can't stop crying. It went everywhere, every network, every feed, every group chat in the world. I want to back up though, because the part that got to me happened long before any of that. Cristiano Ronaldo's mother is called Maria Dolores. She's 71. She grew up on Madeira, a small Portuguese island out in the Atlantic, and she raised 4 children there on what she earned as a cook and a cleaner, in a house where the kids shared rooms because there wasn't any other option. Cristiano was the last of the 4, and she's spoken about this openly, in a documentary about her own son, no less, that when she found out she was pregnant with him, she didn't want him. She's told that story more than once, sitting in front of a camera, with the entire world knowing exactly who that 4th child grew up to be. She's had breast cancer twice. She's had a stroke. And this summer, she got on a plane and flew to the United States because her son had already said out loud that this was his last World Cup, his 6th. "I need to enjoy it," is how he put it. She was in the stands for the Colombia game. Before Portugal played Croatia, she posted a photo online with 2 words under it. He had the rest of them with him too, in a manner of speaking. If you looked closely at his boots this tournament, and people did, there are names stitched underneath the Nike swoosh. Mateo and Cristiano Jr. on one. Eva Maria, Alana Martina, and Bella on the other. 5 children, 5 names on his feet at every single game. Bella was a twin. Her brother didn't survive. Cristiano and Georgina announced his death in the spring of 2022, and the statement said that the only reason they could get through the moment at all was the little girl who lived. And on the night of the Spain game, Georgina photographed the 9-year-old twins, Mateo and Eva, sitting in their pajamas in front of the television, waiting for the team sheet to come up. She put it online. That's the house he left behind to go and try one more time. It had not been a kind tournament to him. Portugal opened against DR Congo and drew, and Ronaldo played the full 90 minutes and touched the ball 25 times. 25! For a man who scored more than 900 goals in his life, that is a shocking number. The lowest of his entire career in a full match at a major tournament. He didn't manage a single shot on target. The reaction was instant, and it was cruel. Paul Scholes, who played beside him at Manchester United, said the only 41-year-old who belongs in a World Cup starting 11 is the goalkeeper. Zlatan Ibrahimovic said he was finished. And for days, the panel shows ran the same argument on a loop. Is he too old? Is he dragging them down? Why won't the coach drop him? While the man himself sat in a hotel room in America with a phone in his hand, same as everybody else. His sisters couldn't take it. Katia went online and defended her little brother by turning on his teammates instead, and Elma joined in behind her. Then Portugal played Uzbekistan and he scored twice. Nobody in the history of the sport had ever scored at 6 different World Cups. He'd just done it, and he went past Eusebio, to become the highest World Cup scorer Portugal has ever produced. The Croatia game came next, and that one was heavy for a different reason. It landed on the 1st anniversary of Diogo Jota's death. Jota was the Portuguese forward killed in a car crash the summer before. He was 28. The team stood in silence before kickoff, and Ronaldo, as captain, walked them out. Portugal won it 2-1. And for about 3 days, it genuinely looked like this thing might end the way you'd want it to end. Then Spain. Round of 16, a Monday night. 90 minutes and nothing. Portugal defended for their lives and it was holding. And then, in the 91st minute, a Spanish midfielder called Mikel Merino got a foot to the ball. And that was the end of Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup career. Here's the part people keep getting wrong when they describe that night. He didn't fall apart straight away. He stood out there for a good while, looking up into the crowd, applauding the Portuguese fans who'd come. He held it together longer than most men would have. Then Lamine Yamal came over. Yamal is 18 years old. He was born after Ronaldo had already played in a European Championship final. And the two of them put their arms around each other. And that was it. He went. His teammates came to him. The cameras did not look away, not for a second. And I have to tell you this bit, because it says something about the world we're living in. Before the tournament had even started, a betting site opened a market on whether Cristiano Ronaldo would cry at this World Cup. People put money on it. That night it settled, and somebody, somewhere, got paid. He didn't blame anyone afterwards. He stood in front of the microphones and said, "It's normal to be sad, leaving a World Cup like this. But I gave everything, I did all I could, and I leave with a clear conscience." And then he said something I keep turning over. They asked him about the tears, and he said, "Yes, it was emotion, but it was also relief. He hasn't retired, by the way, whatever you've read. He said it was his last World Cup. He never once said it was his last game for Portugal. He's a handful of goals short of 1,000 for his career, and he is not a man who stops at 900 and something. Qualifying for the next Euros begins soon. He'd be 43. His father never saw any of it. Jose Aveiro died in 2005, when Cristiano was 20 and still a kid in England. The trophies, the money, the statues, the grandchildren, he missed all of it. His mother saw every last bit, and she's still at it. Cristiano Jr. is 16 now and already playing for Portugal's youth team, and his grandmother, 71, twice through cancer, sits in the stands and watches him. There's a photograph of Cristiano Ronaldo crying on a football pitch from 2004. He's 19. Portugal had just lost the European Championship final at home to Greece, and he sat down on the grass and sobbed, and everyone who saw it said the same thing. Don't worry about him. He's got all the time in the world. He had another 22 years. It wasn't enough. Did you cry with him? Or did you look at it and think, honestly, it was time? Tell me below. I read them.